Hi guys, it's Mena, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 most useful looking as seen on TV items. Now, I normally suggest you guys not to buy as seen on TV items, and I'm not saying you have to buy these items. I personally just find these items looking very useful to me to make like my life easier for certain reasons, and I do have a few, like, I do have a 2 top 10 stupidest as seen on TV items video, and if you wish to see those videos, I'll link that down below, along with my top 10 as seen on TV items I wouldn't purchase video. Actually, I think I have 2 videos of that, and if you wish to see them, I'll link those in the description box down below. And I'm going to get started. And just a disclaimer, if you guys bought these products and you hate them, that's perfectly fine. I just personally think that here are some as seen on TV items that look pretty interesting, and I think they might work. Now I'm going to get started. So number 1 on my list, I have the Easy Cracker. Now, what this is, it's a device you hold in your hand, and then when you squeeze it, it's supposed to crack an egg. An egg without like any shells left behind. Now, I think this item is very useful because sometimes one of my biggest things I hate doing about cracking eggs is kind of like picking out the eggshells. Because sometimes they're so tiny they end up getting stuck in my eggs, and then I have to like dig my hand into like the egg and like pull out the tiny little shells that are left behind. I kind of hate doing that because I find it kind of annoying. I find this item very useful because when you squeeze it, the eggshell is like supposed to be left behind, and it makes separating eggs easier too, because one thing I hate about separating eggs is you have to watch them to make sure you don't get the yolk in it. But this thing has like an egg separator at the bottom where it has a little thing where it catches the yolk and then leaves the whites as you crack it. That's pretty cool. I just find this a pretty useful gadget because it looks like it makes cracking eggs easier here without worried about getting shells. Number 2 on my list has to be the bed wedge. So basically what this is like a piece of foam in the shape of a wedge, and then you put it in between your bed and headboard so then nothing falls out. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves about when I was a kid. A lot of my beds had headboards. Like I had a few beds with headboards. But one thing I hated was sometimes when I'd be sleeping in my bed, my pillow would fall in between my mattress and my headboard, and it gets stuck. And then sometimes I'd have to go under my bed to get my pillow or my stuffed animal, or sometimes I'd have to pull my pillow out from in between my mattress, my headboard, and my mattress. That's one thing I hate about headboards with mattresses, is sometimes my pillows get stuck in between them, or my stuffed animals get stuck in between them. And I think this item just looks very useful because it keeps your stuff from falling in between your headboard and mattress. Number 3 on my list would have to be Mattress Wedge. Now this is the same thing as a bed wedge, but it's kind of bigger. Mattress Wedge is a bit smaller, but it still works the same way as the bed wedge is smaller than the mattress wedge, but it works the same way. So the mattress wedge is a little bit bigger. So basically what it does is it does the same thing as the bed wedge does. It's supposed to be a gap, the thing that blocks the gap in between your headboard and mattress, so then your pillow doesn't fall in between the mattress and like your stuffed animals, your toys, or your phone. I just think this item is useful because that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when I was a kid, I hated sleeping with my headboard sometimes, because sometimes my stuffed animals or my pillow would fall in between the gap between my headboard and mattress. Number 4 on my list would have to be the Snuggie. So basically what this is, it's a giant blanket with sleeves. So I find this item very useful because sometimes blankets aren't big enough to cover your entire body. They're just big enough, I think, to cover like half your body. And this item is just very useful because this contains sleeves. Because sometimes when you take your blanket off to get things, it doesn't stay on. But this the sleeves make sure it stays on your body. Like sometimes when I go up to get stuff, my blanket will fall off of me. Sometimes when I go up to get stuff, my blanket will fall off onto the ground, but then I have to pick it up, and it's kind of annoying. I just find the Snuggie very useful because like it's supposed to keep you warm. Number 5 on my list would have to be the Dreamy. So basically what it is, it's like kind of like a sleeping bag, but it's kind of a sheet that a sheet that looks like a sleeping bag. So basically what it is, it's kind of like a sleeping bag, but it's a sheet that's supposed to work like a sleeping bag. I hope that made sense. Anyway, what you do is you use it. It's like a 2-in-1 sheet because you lay on one part of it and then you pull the other part over your body, and then it has like a little built-in pillowcase thing that you can put on like your pillows and stuff. I hope that made sense. So this is a good idea for when you are having a hard time putting sheets on couches, because one thing I hate about putting sheets on couches is that they don't stay on. I've actually had my old quilts that I still have my old quilts from my old bedding from when I was a kid. My mom used those for couch covers, and they would my mom used those for couch covers because my dogs and cats loved laying on our couches, and we just got tired of cleaning up all the hair, so we put those covers on for the couches, to protect our couches. But then whenever we'd sit on them, the blankets would just fall off of the couches, which is kind of annoying. Off the top of the couches, which is kind of annoying, and they'd fall on top of you. So I find the Dreamy very useful for when you have guests or when you have animals. Number 6 on my list had to be the contour leg pillow. This looks like a pretty useful item because, honestly, one thing I hate about sleeping on my side is that sometimes I can feel like the back of my spine bending in my lower back, and it kind of feels like it's twisting, and it kind of hurts a little bit and I have a tendency to move my leg around. So sometimes I'll sleep with the pillow between my legs. But sometimes it's kind of annoying because like then I don't find it, because sometimes I sleep with the pillow in between my legs, and then it doesn't really keep my back support very well sometimes. But I think this item looks very useful because I think I saw someone test it out on YouTube. It's supposed to be like a kind of a, I think it's supposed to have like the same foam as a Tempur-Pedic pillow and a Tempur-Pedic mattress. And it's supposed to keep you comfortable while you're asleep. And help with your back pain. And yeah, sometimes when I'm sleeping, I can feel it bend my spine. Sometimes when I sleep on my side and I put my knees together, I feel it bend my spine. Or sometimes I'll move my top leg around and it will kind of twist my lower back, and it kind of hurts. So sometimes I'll sleep with a pillow in between my legs. Number 7 on my list had to be Sleep Aid. Now what this is a sleeping mask that blocks sound and light. So I've tried a sleeping mask once before, but it didn't work. And it was a Lisa Frank sleeping mask, and it just didn't work because it didn't keep any of the light out, like one of my face, and I cannot sleep with bright light. I'm usually a heavy sleeper, like I can't hear anything when I'm sleeping, but if people turn the light on, I literally can't sleep with like the light shining bright in my face. Okay, so I think this item is very useful because it's supposed to block out light and sound. down, and even though I am a pretty heavy sleeper when it comes to sound, I'm not a very heavy sleeper when it comes to bright lights. And I think this item would be very useful for me. Number 8 on my list has to be drain wig. Now, what this is like a chain with tiny rubber whiskers, and it comes in like a cute little flower, and you put it into your drain, the drain in your shower, and then you leave it in there for I think 3 to 4 months, and then when you take it out, it pulls out some hair that gets stuck in your shower, that gets stuck in your drain, hair that gets caught on it in your drain, if that made any sense. And I think that's why I think that item is useful for me, because one of my biggest things I used to hate doing, this doesn't really happen to me very much anymore, sometimes I notice my drain getting clogged with like globs of wet hair, which I have no idea where they come, and I have no idea where the hair comes from. Maybe it's maybe it's from the hair in my head. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, it's really weird. One of my things I hate doing is pulling it out and then throwing it away. It's just really gross and disgusting. Disgusting, even though I've actually been pulling the hair out of my drain for years, and I still find it kind of gross, but I think this item would be very useful for me, because then I don't have to touch the yucky, gross globs of wet hair. Number 9 on my list has to be perfect taco rack. Now, I love tacos, especially soft tacos, but one of my biggest things about eating tacos is that they don't stay together. They completely fall apart when you bite into them, and it kind of creates a big mess. But I do have to admit, I do love tacos, but I really hate when they fall apart. And what this is like, it's baked flour tortillas that you bake onto the rack into your oven, and they become out like a crispy taco. And that does look really yummy. I love flour tortilla tacos. Like, I'm a big fan of soft tacos. I really love soft tacos, and I love a taste of a crunchy flour tortilla. I make quesadillas in my toaster oven at home. Well, I do live, this is my house, just so you guys know. No, I do make toaster oven quesadillas a lot at home, because I feel like it's a bit healthier for you than doing it on a pan, because then you have to grease the pan. But I do love like toasted flour tortillas. They are really good. I really would love to try this item. I would pretty much like to try this item, because honestly I just love crunchy flour tortillas. Yes, they're so good. Number 10 on my list would have to be squeezy freezy. Now what this is, it's like a cup that you freeze, and then you add like your favorite drink that's really cold, and then when you let it sit for like 2 minutes, and then what you do next is you squeeze it, and the more you squeeze it, the more it comes out like a slushy. And I find that seem to be pretty, and that does seem to be pretty interesting, because like I do like strawberry soda. I love anything. I do like popsicle drinks. Like, I do like slushies, like soda slushies, like strawberry soda slushies. I really would like to try that product, because I don't know, slushies are really good, especially in the summertime. And I probably would love to try a fruit punch slushy. That'd be really cool. Okay, so those are my top 10 most useful looking as seen on infomercial items. I'm sorry this was so long, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!